G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are doing our tips for round 3. How'd you go round 2, mate? It was a bit of a
Badly,
catastrophic round for
mate. I
everyone.
picked 4. Round 1 I was pretty happy, but just the 4 winners for me. How did you go?
I got 3. It was even worse.
I went 3.
A couple of upsets didn't go the way, and it was an upsetish round, so
It certainly was.
wasn't good. We'll get stuck into it.
Tipster.
Yeah, definitely, for everyone. If anyone got 9, you deserve a medal.
Yeah.
Collingwood St Kilda at the MCG on the Friday night. Who have you gone with, how much and why?
Pies for me by 20 points.
Yep.
Saints were impressive against the Suns, but
So was Josh Bruce.
yeah, he was very good, wasn't he? But I think Collingwood just might have that edge over the ground. And I think they're a bit better than what they dished up against Adelaide, so
For sure.
I will lock them in. Yourself, mate?
I've gone with the Pies as well by 39 points. They do alright against St Kilda at the MCG. They don't mind it there, and I think they're just a bit better than St Kilda, who are possibly the worst team in the competition behind Gold Coast. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe us. But, next game, Carlton and Essendon at the MCG. Who have you gone with here?
Bombers by 33. They knocked over the Hawks today, so
We're very happy about it too.
yeah, very much so. So, they nearly beat Sydney, all
Yeah.
by 1 quarter, and then they've knocked off Hawthorn. So the 2 grand finals of last year, they've
They've been great.
been very good again. So on that basis, I think Carlton are a pretty stale side at the moment, so can't tip against the Bombers. 33 points if I didn't say it already.
Sounds good.
Yeah?
I've gone with the Bombers by 48 points. Touched up Carlton a few times in the past. I think it was 80-something points last year, maybe.
Yeah.
Much better side at the moment. Carlton look, as you said, very stale, and Essendon great form to start the season off.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we've got Adelaide and Melbourne at Adelaide Oval. Might be self-explanatory here, mate. Who'd you go with?
Yeah, the Crows by 51 points. They are the
Solid.
buzz team at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're doing right.
Exceptionally easy run early in the season for the Crows, so they
Yeah.
could be quite high up the ladder after 7 or 8 rounds, but
On help.
these did beat them their last time, but I
By
can't see
3
it happening.
points.
Yeah, I can't see it happening this time. Crows at the top of their game at the moment. How about you?
Solid. I've gone with the Crows by 56 points, so a couple of points in it there, mate. Melbourne were disappointing against GWS in the second half. Adelaide have been really good lately, and the home ground advantage does it for me,
Yeah, it's a massive advantage at Adelaide.
for sure. We've got Sydney up against GWS at the SCG. Big game here, really hard at the SCG for the Giants. How do you see it?
Yeah, I agree, but I think I'll go the Swans, but by 17 points.
Ooh.
I think the Giants, they tend to really get up for the Swans.
Yeah, they do in particular for Sydney.
Yeah, so I think Sydney should win, definitely, and have the control for the game, but I don't think the Giants will go anywhere. I think they'll give it a real crack and hang around there. So Sydney for me, and you?
I've gone with the Swannies as well, mate. The margin's the only real difference, so I've gone with 40 points in favour of the Swannies. You only have to say last year's grand finalists, and they lost to GWS last year, so
Yeah.
at Star Trek Oval. But I think the Giants have had some pretty easy opposition early on, as you'd expect. But Sydney should be too good, you'd think,
Yeah, you
at
would
the
think so.
SCG.
Yeah.
Next game we've got up is North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide at Etihad Stadium.
Yeah.
Who wins here?
Yeah, the venue makes it interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've gone Port Adelaide though,
Ooh.
by the 12 points. I think it'll be a close game. I just think they're better than what they've dished up so far.
Yeah, they've
I
had a
still
tough
rate
run.
them pretty high. And North Melbourne, everyone was caning them not long ago. And all they've done is beat Brisbane, who could turn out to be a bottom 4 side still. They haven't shown
Yeah.
anything of real value yet.
Definitely not.
But, it's a big game for both clubs. They'll be vying for similar positions on the ladder. But I think Port Adelaide can get the job done.
I've gone with, I was about to say Port Adelaide, North Melbourne actually by 11 points.
Yeah.
Etihad Stadium does a little bit for me. The record here is very interesting too, mate. 29 games to play. North Melbourne have won 21.
Really?
Astounding.
There you
Oh, yeah, you already knew it, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
I'd say
That's just for the camera, but...
That's all right.
No, it's a very good record.
It's fantastic, and they've been able to beat them even at the top of their game. So, coming off a good win against Brisbane, Port Adelaide could be 0-3 maybe at the start of the year. See how they go. But I've gone with North by 11 points anyway.
Yes, very good.
Very good. Brisbane versus Richmond at the Gabba. Who have we gone with here, mate?
I had a bit of a think about this one, despite
Really?
just whacking the Lions 30 seconds ago. I've tipped Richmond by 20 points, but I don't know, the Tigers, you're just not quite sure what they'll dish up sometimes. Like, they should have beaten the Dogs, all due respect to the Dogs. That's a game that Richmond should be winning if they're genuine contenders
top
for the
eight.
finals. So, travelling to Brisbane, Brisbane are always a better side of the Gabba, of course, but I still think the Tigers might be strong enough because, look, Brisbane have a few injuries, they haven't shown too much in their tall timber and the younger guys at either end there, so Richmond for mine. How about you?
I've gone with the Tigers as well, mate, by 29 points. I actually had it at 20, but I thought, oh, no, they usually a little bit more than that, so I went with 29. Richmond have the whatever Brisbane, especially at the Gabba. They usually get them pretty comprehensively there. Brisbane, no one up forward, no one down back. Richmond should bounce back, and they usually get the job done at the Gabba, so that's an easy one for me.
Can't argue with that.
Thank you. We got Geelong at the Geelong versus Gold Coast at Simmons Stadium, which is in Geelong, not Gold Coast. It'll be an interesting game, mate. I know who you wouldn't have tipped. Who'd you go with?
I've tipped the Cats by 9 points.
Oh, it's a close one.
Yeah, I think it'll be very close. I think it could, toss and turn the margin there and who's up and down. But I do think we can get the job done because, well, despite what we say about the Cats in our review, look, Gold Coast are travelling terribly as well. So
yeah, two terrible teams up against each other.
Cats for mine.
Yeah. I've gone with Geelong as well by 27 points. I think the last time at Simmons it was us by like 52 points. Or
comfortable, hey mate, comfortable.
Well, we actually, I think they were nearly in front in the last quarter, but we just,
Put the foot down.
Stepped into, I don't know, third or fourth gear. I don't know what gears are, but I think the Cats will do a reasonable job, but it won't be a thrashing by any means. It'll be a close one.
Well, let's hope we win.
Be better. But check out the review, by the way, as well. Get around it. Quietly. We've got the Derby, whatever they want to call it, West Coast and Fremantle. At Domain Stadium, where else was it going to be? Not in Melbourne. Who have we gone with here, mate?
Well, we had first row seats to the Dockers today, and I will tip them. West Coast were good on Friday.
Yeah, they were great.
And, being such a rivalry, whenever they come together, you're never quite sure. Like, form tends to... They're just two of these clubs that, with the rivalry involved, the form guide can sometimes be tossed aside.
Yeah.
But I do think Fremantle are quite a better side than the Eagles.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'll be tipping them. It's always fairly close, so we'll throw out 16 points, I think. But, it'll be an intense match.
Sounds good, mate. I've gone with the Dockers by 9 points. It was close last time, and with the form they're both in, it's going to equal a great contest, one would think. And I think Fremantle are much more well-rounded than the Eagles are, because the Eagles are going to struggle to make the 8. So, but as you said, the form guide sometimes doesn't matter or where they are on the ladder. So it'll be a great contest indeed.
Yeah, not many different from us, just the one different there.
Amazing. Well, hopefully I'll get 9, mate, and you might get 8 if that happens. So
we shall see.
Yes, we will. All right, well, those are our tips for round 3, and season started off pretty quickly. And feel free to put your tips in the comments, not the description. I was thinking about that one, wasn't too sure. See what you've got and how it matches up against us. If you tipped against us last week, you would have done pretty nicely, I would have hoped, since I got 3 and you got 4. So tipping masters right here. So thanks for sticking around, guys, and we'll see you all soon.